Hello again, fellow BeachBum traders. Thank you for joining us for part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for the trading week of July 15th through July 19th. We're in part 2 of our weekly trading game plan. We'll be selecting our top swing trading stocks to watch, stocks in our bullpen, stocks in our shopping list. We'll also talk about how we can use dividend payers and several option strategies to also generate income while we wait for our top swing trading stocks to set up. So let's get started. Welcome again, Gerald Fitz. Thank you for joining us in the live chat today. Hope you're doing well. So here's our Google document with our notes for part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for July 15th through July 19th. We keep our notes for our weekly trading game plans in publicly accessible Google documents. Our notes documents contain links to bonus videos, the tools and resources we use to trade our top swing trading stocks to watch. If you haven't already seen part 1 of our weekly trading game plan for July 15th through July 19th, titled Christmas in July 2024, we would highly recommend you also view part 1, as that contains our market analysis, trade ideas, trade strategies for this trading week. We keep all of our notes, Google documents in a publicly accessible Google Drive folder, so you can refer back to the notes for part 1 as well as our notes from previous weekly trading game plans, and you can find a direct link to that publicly accessible Google Drive folder also in the description box below. Welcome, Ricky Khan. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. So I don't have any changes to any positions, any trade updates for this week. So just a real quick reminder, although I don't ever recommend that you blindly follow us or anyone else into or out of trades, if it would help you to be notified when we enter or exit a trade, you can get real-time notifications in email, etc. When we enter or exit a trade, if that would help you make money trading, help you succeed in your trading career by joining our Patreon. We also have several channels available to our Patreon members in our Discord that I'll briefly show you. Again, additional ways to help you make money trading, help you succeed in your trading career. So firstly, we have a Thinkorswim alerts channel in our Discord, again, available to our Patreon members. And I set up price alerts in Thinkorswim. When those get triggered, they get automatically posted to the Thinkorswim channel in our Discord, so we can see when Etsy hit its 52-week low, when Mosaic MOS hit its 52-week low. So again, additional alerts that may help you identify opportunities for swing trades in the TOS alerts channel. If I do follow up a TOS alert with an actual trade, I'll reply to that alert in the Thinkorswim alerts channel with our trade entry. If it's a trade not directly related to a Thinkorswim alert channel, like when we went short on silver and then closed that position on silver using ZSL, then I'd post those in the trade alerts channel. And we also have a real-time alerts channel where our automated systems generate alerts when stocks are moving up, breaking out, near our price targets, etc. And you can hear how that all works via the link to this video in our notes. And again, you can get access to that additional automated alerts channel by joining our Patreon at the All Access or VIP level. Again, a great way to also see sector rotations, changing themes in the market, so we can see when it said the short on the Russell was breaking out, when we had small caps breaking out, the short on small caps, Europe, etc. So again, a great way to also see sector rotations, changes in themes for short-term trading as well. So we hope that all helps. So we'll quickly go over our watch list updates for this week. I'll quickly go over the changes to our top swing trading stocks to watch list. And then we can also look at those charts in Webull. So firstly, we're going to take Intel out of our watch list. Intel's already run up, so congratulations to anyone that caught that swing back up in Intel. Again, I'm not going to chase it at this point. You can hear our thesis and why we were watching Intel via the link to that bonus link to that quick take video in our notes. We'll see if we get a rotation back out of Intel. We may take another shot at it. MP Materials, I'm leaving in the watch list for now, even though it does look like it ran up, as we'll see. We'll see if we get a slight correction in MP, get another chance to catch a bounce in MP Materials. Again, congratulations to anyone in our BeachBum trading community that caught that recent bounce. I did not, so we'll see if we get another opportunity to re-enter MP, or if it keeps running, we'll let it go and try again on the next cycle. The last one we've been watching is Permian Basin Royalty Trust. Again, a monthly dividend payer on oil and gas properties in the Permian Basin. We did make some money last month on their monthly dividend, small scalp. We'll see if we can also get in before their monthly dividend this month, although it has run up a little bit. So it looks like we might get a chance. I believe the ex-dividend date's later in the month, so if we do get a slight correction, we'll see if we can catch that monthly dividend in PBT also for this month. And again, you can hear more about our thesis on PBT via the bonus link to that video in the notes. Quick reminder also, you can get access, 24/7 access to our watch list. That includes our top swing trading stocks to watch list, our bullpen, etc. And we have a new watch list Google Sheet that we can use to monitor our various watch lists in near real time by joining our Patreon. So again, if we jump over in a second to our Google Sheet, you can also hear how you can use our watch list Google Sheet to watch our top swing trading stocks to watch via the links to the videos in our notes. So again, now we have our watch list. Here's our top swing trading stocks to watch list in the watch list one sheet. So we can see we've got MP and PBT. We can see the risk reward profiles, our buy and sell targets. Again, these are support and resistance, and recommend our targets, not necessarily recommendation that you should buy or sell at those particular prices, but again, you can see the risk reward profiles, dividend information, earnings information, optionality information, etc., all in our watch list Google Sheet. So if we look at those stocks also in Webull, so firstly, MP Materials, welcome Gabe Fade, Alan Krantz, good to see you all in the chat today. Greetings to you, Gabe, in London. So here's MP Materials. Again, we saw it bounce pretty dramatically off that 1209, ran up. Looks like it's near this resistance. Question is, are we going to get a correction and an opportunity to re-enter from a rejection off that resistance, or is it going to continue to run up? If it continues to run up, we'll let it go. But again, we'll see if we can get a correction to enter. Again, we could see MP tends to bounce pretty quickly. I haven't had a lot of luck with catching those bounces myself, but again, congratulations to any of our BeachBum traders that caught that bounce on the last cycle. PBT, again, we made money last month, around 11. It has run up some since then. Looks like it might be rolling over. We'll see if we can get another entry at around 11 or below. The last low was 1044. Last ex-dividend was 628. So again, towards the end of the month, we would expect the next monthly dividend payment. You can see it's about 7 cents. It's been lower, 7-8 cents. So not a huge dividend, but something we've talked about as a longer term swing with price appreciation as well as the monthly dividend. Okay, let me grab a quick drink and we'll go through our bullpen stocks for this week. Just a quick reminder, if you're not already using Webull, Webull has a number of current offers and promotions that they're offering. If you open and fund an account in Webull, again, they're offering a 2% cash bonus for transfers of investments to Webull. They're offering up to 75 free fractional shares. If you open and fund an account with 25K or more, below 25K, you get 20 free fractional shares. I think each is worth about $3,000 to $3,000. And if you transfer or contribute to your IRA, they're doing a 3.5% match. I also saw they were offering a bonus match as well recently. So again, we use Webull for our market analysis, our due diligence, the majority of our trading. And if you're not already using Webull, if you'd please use our affiliate link in the description box below, you can get all these current offers and promotions and also help support our BeachBum trading community, which we greatly appreciate. So here's our bullpen stocks for this week. If you're new to our community, the concept of the bullpen stocks are ones that don't necessarily have the setup currently to be in our top swing trading stocks to watch list, but I've identified that they may in the near future. So we put them in the bullpen, periodically revisit them. And if their setup improves, then we put them in the game, move them up to our top swing trading stocks to watch list. Got a couple that I want to do some further due diligence, quick take due diligence on, additions to our bullpen this week. The first one is LWAY, LWAY, Lifeway Foods. So we'll take a look at that in FinViz and then also in ChartMill. This is one that kept popping up as having an attractive risk-reward profile recently. So I thought I'd take a little bit of a deeper dive into them and see if it warranted adding to one of our watch lists. So we've had it in our database for quite some time. Just a reminder, you can find links to the tools and resources, our frequently used tools and resources in the link section on our homepage, beachbumtrading.com, bum without the U. So I go to FinViz, put in LWAY, see Lifeway Foods, Consumer Defensive, Packaged Foods. You can see right now it's kind of riding this upwardly sloping trend line. It does have a pivot point around 10, recent low at around 906. So I'd kind of like it a little bit lower, but it does look like that trend line is providing support. You can see it's got nice upside. It's been as high as in the high 20s. So again, a very positive risk reward profile. Looks like it's also hugging the very near-term moving average. See, this is a profitable company, pretty low float, and there's some discrepancy between the outstanding and the float. So watch out for a potential offering. It is not optionable, doesn't have high debt. If we quickly look at their profile, as you can see, some slight concern. There's been a number of insider sells back in April and May, possibly reason for that decline. You can see they manufacture probiotic and nutritious foods, kefir, organic kefir, pro bugs, so some pretty esoteric organic foods, cheese supplements, etc. So again, a defensive packaged food stock. See, their net income's been positive the past couple of years and increasing. EPS positive and increasing. Quarterly net income again dropped the previous quarter, so that may again be some reason for the decline, recent decline, but again still positive. EPS positive, again decline the last quarter, so again possibly turnaround, rebound opportunity there. We zoom out a little bit. Again, we can see pretty good support in the 910 area, and again potential upside. So I thought it was worth putting that in the bullpen. I also want to look at them in chart mill very quickly. Had positive ratings in chart mill, so again you can find the link to chart mill on our homepage. Look up LWAY. Again, we can see the valuations very positive, profitability very positive, overall fundamentals very positive, 4 out of 5. Growth, health, all good, doesn't pay a dividend. We look at the fundamental analysis, see it scores 8 out of 10 fundamentally, so again, very positive from a fundamental standpoint. Again, good valuation, health, profitability. We look at their Altman Z-score. Again, very positive, financially very healthy, very low risk of bankruptcy. Look at their technical analysis score. Right now it's a 3 out of 10. Has good overall performance. We look at the setup. It's got a 6 out of 10, so not perfect setup yet. You can see the support and resistance points here in chart mill. So again, I thought given the current setup rating, very positive fundamentals, warranted putting it in our bullpen. We'll see if the setup improves for a longer term swing. So again, if that setup improves, then we'll put it in the game, move LWAY up to our top swing trading stocks to watch. So I'd love to hear if anyone's traded LWAY before. What do you think of it? Lifeway Foods. Do you have any experience with the company, the stock, etc.? Please let us know in the comments to this video, in our Discord, etc. Welcome, Sydney Osborne. Helen Krantz, if I missed you earlier, thank you for joining us. Hope you all are doing well. So the next one in our bullpen we've had in our bullpen for a little while is MEXX, the leveraged long on Mexico. Again, it's run up some. I didn't catch that swing. So again, congratulations to anyone who's already caught the swing in MEXX. Potential opportunity for profits. Again, you can hear why we're watching MEXX via the link to this video, and also comparison to some of the other ETFs to trade Mexico. I left it in there. We'll just see if we get a correction. If it continues to run up, then we'll take that out of the bullpen as well. Also been watching Mosaic for a while. It bounced up a little bit. So again, see if that comes back down, if we get an opportunity to enter. As you saw, we got alerted in our Thinkorswim alerts channel of the recent 52-week low in Mosaic, and so we put it in our bullpen. We're watching that for an opportunity. Okay, let me grab a quick drink, and I want to also do another quick take due diligence on another addition that we identified. Okay, the next new addition to our bullpen is a new one that popped up as a double bottom in FinBiz on July 8th. MRAM, MRAM, Everspin Technologies. It's identified as a technology and semiconductor stock. We'll see it's actually a memory and a little bit of a different theme in memory. So let's take a look, a little quick take due diligence on MRAM as well. And I thought this was another interesting one in the semiconductor space. Hasn't really participated in the AI FOMO as much. So again, a potential opportunity for a little bit of a laggard in the AI theme, kind of like HIMX. And again, congratulations to all of our BeachBum traders who made money on that recent idea on HIMX, HIMX Technologies. So again, this is MRAM, Everspin Technologies, semiconductor. You can see it was identified again as a recent double bottom. It did run up a little bit since then. It's above the moving averages. Looks like the double bottom in 570 or so area. Had a gap down on earnings. So they had negative earnings, their last quarterly report. Previous to that, it was positive. They are profitable. In general, not super low float, is optionable, not real high debt, not high short. So if we look at their profile as well, see Everspin Technologies, provision of magneto-resistor random access memory, products toggle MRAM, spin transfer torque MRAM. So again, this is all memory, TMR sensors, embedded MRAM, so embedded systems. It's been around since 2008. See net income, been positive, slight decline last earnings year. EPS positive. Got the quarterly. Again, net income was negative the last quarter. So again, reason for that gap down decline. So again, a possible rebound, turnaround opportunity here. Again, the EPS was negative last quarter, but positive previous to that. Let's look at insider. So we had some insider sales recently. So again, slightly negative and possibly, some reason for the recent decline. We zoom out a little bit on their chart. See again, potential upside, in the low 10s. So not quite a double right now. Bottom around, 6-ish. So that looks like a pretty decent support level. So again, not necessarily a double, but a decent upside. Hasn't been around super long. Again, potential double longer term back in 22. So let's look at their analysis in chart mill. Let's go to their profile first. You see technicals ranking kind of low, setup kind of average right now. Health is very positive, growth kind of average, valuation profitability kind of average. Look at their fundamentals, 6 out of 10. So it's got decent fundamentals for semiconductor. Again, they're making money, so valuation not too bad. Health's very positive. Got their Altman Z score, 7 out of 7.28. So again, very positive. So again, a good technology, semiconductor, making money, not risk of bankruptcy, good fundamentals. So they just lost money the last earnings, had some insider sales. So again, potential turnaround rebound play. Technical analysis, only 2 out of 10 right now. And the setup, only 5 out of 10. So again, And then you can see the support resistance. So again, there's some support around 589, 565, resistance, the high at 930. So again, not quite a double, but decent opportunity for some swing back up in MRAM. So again, kind of thinking that this might be another one of these laggards in the AI theme. Again, memory, that will also be a consideration, like storage, especially once some of these AI systems get to, embedded systems. So again, just a thought. Love to hear your feedback on what do you think of this thought, this thesis on MRAM with memory, embedded memory, etc. If you have any experience trading MRAM or experience with their products, please let us know again in the comments to this video or in our Discord. And yeah, Alan, I'm going to try to get to Siri as well. I saw your comment yesterday, so I'll try to revisit Siri towards the end of our session today. So additionally, in our bullpen, we still got REMX. Again, this is an ETF on rare earth materials. It does also contain MP, also things like albumin, etc. So you can hear our thesis on why we watch REMX. It has also bounced up when we saw that rotation back into basic materials, slight recovery in rare earths. So we'll see if we get a correction, another opportunity to enter REMX. And we've still got Yelp in our bullpen. And again, you can hear our previous discussions on why we'll have Yelp in our bullpen via the bonus link to that quick take due diligence in our notes. Quick reminder, you can also watch our bullpen stocks in the bullpen sheet in our watch list Google sheet. So again, now we can, more real time also see opportunities in our bullpen stocks. So again, you can see our price targets, risk reward profiles, earnings and dividend information, optionality, etc., all in the bullpen sheet in our watch list Google sheet. And again, you can get access to that 24/7 by joining our Patreon. Okay, let me grab a quick drink and we'll go over those charts in Webull. Okay, so here's the chart. Again, we just looked at LWAY. So here's the chart for LWAY. Again, pretty good support around 1070 it's showing, 956, etc. Plenty of upside up to 28. Again, MEXX, again, we saw it rebounded pretty healthfully. Still has some, some of the gap to fill from after the elections. Again, we'll see if we get a correction. If you caught this swing in MEXX off of our trade idea, congratulations. And, please share with your fellow traders that you got this trade idea from our community. Help us grow the community. Mosaic, again, rebounded pretty quickly. Didn't catch that bounce. We'll see if we get a correction off this resistance level. If so, it looks like that, 2650 area or so. It's a pretty good support area. So maybe it's found a bottom there. And we just looked at MRAM. Again, you can see MRAM's a little bit high right now. So we'll see if it'll give us opportunity to get an entry point near that double bottom, 554, 580, etc. REMX, again, rare earth materials, again, that bounced back up. Looks like it's approaching that pivot point, possibly if that provides some resistance and we get a correction. Again, looks like there's, pretty good double bottom there. So again, we'll see if we can get a correction and entry into REMX. Yelp. Again, it's kind of been downtrending. Did get a little bit of a bounce, kind of waiting to see where it's going to establish, some real support. See if we're going to get a long-term recovery swing in Yelp, or if it's going to continue to downtrend, then we'll let that one go. I do have some concerns of the slowing consumer, etc. A lot of the Yelp companies, small businesses, etc. We'll see if that causes further deterioration in Yelp. Okay, we also always recommend you have your shopping list set of stocks, ones you want to buy, given an opportunity. Again, we're getting in the heart of earnings season again. So if you get an irrational reaction to earnings in one of your shopping list stocks, might give you an opportunity to enter. If we do get a correction in the market, similarly, we just recommend, again, none of our content should be considered financial advice. We're not financial advisors. All of our content is for education and hopefully some entertainment purposes only. But we do recommend you stay away from zombie stocks, zombie companies, zombie ETFs. And if you're concerned about the solvency of a money-losing company, you can use our biotech due diligence Google Sheet to calculate their quarter's cash flow positive, as well as using the Altman Z-score Chartmill is a good recommendation if a company is losing money. So you can see our shopping list stocks in the shop list tab in our watch list Google Sheet. So again, we can monitor our shopping list stocks, see if anyone's having an irrational reaction to earnings, etc. Also monitor some of the REITs that we like to watch. LTC, Land, all these REITs have bounced up. We were watching Path, Stag's another REIT we like. We can also watch some of the yield maxes, TSLY, APLY, etc. So again, you can see what we currently have in our shopping list in the shop list tab in our Google Sheet. Okay. Next, we'll look very briefly at Dividend Payers and our Dividend Payers Google Sheet. I don't have any changes to our Dividend Payers Google Sheet, so if anyone in the chat has a particular dividend payer you'd like to look at, I can look at those. Otherwise, we'll move on pretty quickly. Again, just a quick reminder, you can use our Dividend Payers Google Sheet to calculate your own or create your own schedule of income using dividend payers, whatever schedule, risk-reward profile, various categories that you would like. And you can get 24/7 access to our Dividend Payers Google Sheet by joining our Patreon at the All Access or VIP level. And again, we have a whole series of videos on how you can use our Dividend Payers Google Sheet to find the best dividend stocks. Use those to generate your own schedule of income using dividend payers. So let me grab a quick drink and check the chat for any dividend payers anyone wants to take a look at. Okay, again, in our Dividend Payers Google Sheet, you can see all the dividend information. The gray columns are automatically populated by our automated systems. Google Finance functions, again, some have been intermittent the past several weeks, but again, they'll update with the pricing information from the Google Finance functions. You can see the categories, optionality, again, net yield, adjusted yield. Adjusted yield includes price appreciation. So again, whether you're looking for just steady yield or also price appreciation. You can use our Dividend Payers Google Sheet to compare and find the best dividend payers for you. We talked about the yield maxes briefly. I have a number of the yield maxes both in the main sheet, so APLY, TSLY, etc., that we've traded before. You can also find other yield maxes in the add sheet. Do a find for yield max. You can see we saw that brief correction in the FANGs and the Magnificent Seven, so I've been seeing if any of the other yield maxes become attractive. So again, you can monitor that also in the add sheet in our Dividend Payers Google Sheet. And we have the distribution schedule for the yield maxes on the reference tab or reference sheet of our Dividend Payers, so we can see the next ex-dividend date for all the yield maxes is 8/7. So again, all the various yield maxes, next ex-dividend, their last was 7/5, next is 8/7. So again, you can keep track of the ex-dividend dates for all the yield maxes via that link on the reference tab. Otherwise, again, I don't have a lot of additions or changes to what we're looking for in the dividend payers. I do go through these on pretty much on a daily basis, see if anything pops up as attractive. There's JEP, JEPQ, you can IEF, IEI, you can see the risk reward profiles for all of these. So again, depending on what you're looking for, you can again use our Dividend Payers Google Sheet to find the dividend payers that fit your income needs, risk reward profile, etc. So again, I'll try to keep an eye on the chat, see if anyone else has another dividend payer you want to look at, and we'll leave that up for now. Another strategy we use to generate income while we wait for our top swing trading stocks to set up is various option strategies. We sell covered calls against our positions when they're going up, buy them back when they're going down. We have a new Google Sheet that you can use to do various what-if analysis on covered call strategies, and you can hear how you can use this covered calls Google Sheet to do what-if analysis on various covered call strategies via the bonus link to that video in the notes. We also sell puts when stocks are going down and buy them back when they're going back up. And we use our puts ROIC Google Sheet to help us identify potential opportunities to sell and then buy back puts. And again, you can get access to all of these Google Sheets by joining our Patreon at the All Access or VIP level. Again, help you identify opportunities to sell and or buy back puts. Welcome, Fairchild. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you. Glad to hear you got a good dividend payout from HIMX, Gerald. Congratulations on that. We hope our trade ideas are helping you. So just some quick updates to our puts ROIC Google Sheet, and then we'll quickly look and see if we've got any puts that look attractive. So I recently rolled all the July expirations to August. So again, this Friday is July expiration date. So this the August expiration now fell within our 40-day window. So I wanted to see if the premiums were a little bit more attractive for August. Again, VIX still very low in the low 12s. So again, a lot of the premiums are not all that attractive right now, but if they improve, then hopefully some of these premiums will become attractive. We'll get more opportunities to sell puts. I also updated a couple of the ones we had. So I lowered the strike price on American Airlines, AAL, from 10.50 to 10, and I pushed the expiration out to January of 25 to see if we could get a better premium on those. We heard Delta lowered their guidance for Q3. think that impacted a number of the airlines. One of the things I'm not overly eager about jumping in the airlines right now is because of that Delta lowering guidance for Q3. But I think once we get into the holiday season, we'll probably see a rebound in air traffic. So a longer term, going into January, selling puts might be attractive on some of the airlines like American. Also, I lowered the strike on Etsy from 57 to 53, and again updated the expiration date. You can hear our previous discussion thesis on Etsy via the link to the bonus video in our notes. Again, I'm a little concerned with Etsy with the slower consumer. If we don't get Christmas in July 2024, we get a slower consumer, more focused on staples, necessary purchases. A lot of the purchases in Etsy might be more discretionary, and therefore Etsy might continue to decline, possibly again into the holiday season. So we'll see. Again, I lowered that strike. We'll see if there's an opportunity to make some money with puts at a lower strike using Etsy. And we've got a whole series of videos on how you can use our puts ROIC Google Sheet to make money trading puts, and also various other options in our options playlist on our YouTube channel. So again, plenty of ways you can get information on how to make money trading options. Welcome, Douglas PC. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. So here's our main watch list for puts. So someone was talking about they made money on Disney at 80 previously, and we had made money both with shares and puts on Disney. It's one we're watching. I'm watching both the current month's expiration and the January 25. Right now, the ROIC is not all that great, but again, if Disney continues to decline, we may sell puts. We might look at buying shares, etc. Not a whole lot of others with attractive ROIC on our main sheet right now. Here's American Airlines at January of 25, so now just above 5%. You can see if it goes up to 150, be a very attractive 11%. So again, we're going to keep an eye on those January $10 strike price puts for American Airlines. See if that ROIC improves. If so, again, we might sell puts on American Airlines. Again, I think it'll potentially continue to decline through third quarter, pick up into fourth quarter in general, all the airlines. So I'm not in an overly hurry, but that might be an attractive put to sell, make some money. Albemarle dropped below 5%. There's PayC, not overly eager on that one. Also, I removed my sell on Path. The ROIC on Path dropped down. Path, UI Path bounced back up. So again, not attractive to sell puts on Path at 11 right now. So we'll see if it does correct back down. Might be interested again in selling puts on Path, even at the 52-week high, though. It's still below that 5%, so it'd have to make a new 52-week high for that to become attractive. So again, if anyone has any puts that you would like us to do research on, analyze, add to our automated systems, update in our puts ROIC Google Sheet, please let us know in the comments to the video, in our BeachBum Trading Community Discord. So again, tag us in our Discord. We're BeachBum Trading, all lowercase, no other characters, letters, etc. Anyone else is an imposter. And again, we would not DM or send a friend request to you without notifying you in advance. So again, anyone else that does so is an imposter. And please report and ignore them. So, okay, let me grab a quick drink, check the chat. I've got a couple questions and a couple additional requests to look at some stocks, so we'll take a look at those two if we have time, and anything else in the chat that people want to take a look at. Okay, the first other request that I had to look at a stock was posted in our Discord. Poseidus asked for thoughts on SST. So I want to do a quick analysis on SST. So again, you can see that discussion in our Discord. And if you have any comments, feedback on SST, appreciate it if you'd reply to this thread in the Discord. So again, I've got a link in the notes for that discussion. Let's take a quick look at SST, both in FinViz and in Chartmill for Poseidus. So SST, System 1 Inc., Specialty Business Services. It's an industrial. See, it's holding this support level, upwardly trending support level. Looks like it's in a narrowing wedge, somewhat below, just popped up just above that moving average. So it looks like it's a possible resistance in the longer term moving average. Their recent earnings negative, so they lost money. Did beat a little bit on revenue. Previous earnings again negative, they're losing money. So let's look at their income. So again, losing a significant amount of money. Very high debt. So that's a negative. Is optionable. Significant discrepancy between the outstanding shares and the float. So I think there's significant risk of a potential offering there. I would definitely recommend looking into whether they have a shelf offering that they might drop, especially on any significant pop. We can see it's pretty volatile. So it's had these significant run-ups, significant pops, and they might drop an offering on any pop like that. So again, protect your profits. Be careful. Short float's not super high, 10%. Let's look at what they do. So end-to-end acquisition marketing platform, antivirus consumer protection software. So again, software, possibly kind of enterprise software. So there's kind of a negative theme right now on enterprise software. Protection and reporting to the end user. Look at their income. So again, losing significant amount of money, although decreasing losses. EPS, again, very negative, so losing a lot of money. Net income, again, there it looks like their losses are decreasing, so that's positive for potential very long term. EPS, losses decreasing, so again, possibly very long term, might be positive. So we zoom out a little bit. So, looks like it's had pretty poor performance. Saw those, pops. So this looks like, low float, short, day trade on any pop run. So again, if you're, Chase, good day trader, very nimble, you might be able to catch these pops. But again, I'd be very careful of offerings. We see these dramatic corrections. So again, my humble opinion looks, looks like a day trader's type of stock, penny stock, small, very small. Let's look at them also in chart mode very quickly. So pretty negative TA setup, pretty negative setup, pretty negative fundamentals, growth average. Technical analysis, 0. So not a great setup. 4 out of 10 for the current setup. So again, not a great setup, but you can see the support and resistance levels identified in chart mill. And apparently it doesn't even have enough information to do a fundamental analysis. But again, on the main profile, we saw, generally fundamentally is pretty negative. Health, very negative. So a couple things I would recommend if you're interested in SST, probably do our quarters cash flow positive. You can use our biotech due diligence Google sheet, do a quarters cash flow positive, see how soon they're going to run out of money. Again, that would help you see what kind of risk of an offering. But again, on any major pop, again, I think the risk of an offering at those pops would be significant. So again, if you're interested in SST, again, be careful, protect your profits, watch out for offerings, these dramatic swings up and down. Again, penny stock, again, not something that I would chase. Again, maybe in the future as their numbers improve, they start making money, might be more interesting. Again, love to hear others' feedback. Have you traded SST? What do you think of SST System 1 Inc.? Please let us know in the comments below, in the Discord. Can reply to this discussion in the Discord. Help Poseidus and your fellow traders out if they're interested in trading SST. Second question I had was Alan asked to take another look at Sirius XM. So we had been watching Siri. It did pop back up, so we took it out of our bullpen. I missed that swing back up, but you can hear why we were watching Sirius XM via the link to our previous quick take video in the notes or on our channel. And we were watching it and it had run up. We'll take another quick look at Siri. And there was an arbitrage opportunity with Liberty Media. I want to see if there's any news on that. Can we see it's recently run up? It tested that resistance, upper trend line resistance, longer term moving average, got rejected, bounced back down. They were also recently removed from the NASDAQ 100. So again, we had speculated that that would cause some selling pressure, which it did. It bounced back up pretty quickly, which is a little bit surprising. It does have a high short float, but it also has a very high float. So, and there's a significant discrepancy between the outstanding and the float. So looks like they potentially have shares to offer. So, but again, there's this buyout with Liberty Media, or is more of a merger, not really a buyout. It is optionable. It's not showing high debt. So analyst report got a negative and then a positive. If anyone knows of any recent news, again, we haven't kept up on it in a week or so. So I don't see other than, again, it was I guess it was pumped in X, Twitter, so kind of a what they call a chat pump to report second quarter earnings. So again, watch out for their earnings. Let's see what they do last time. So they missed, and it continued to decline. They beat on revenue, missed on earnings slightly. Does pay a small dividend. So again, right now it looks like, that peak around a little below 4, around 4, looks like a resistance point, still in that downwardly trending channel. Again, they might continue to try to pump it up. So again, not one I'm going to chase right now. If it does come back down, that would be attractive. So again, longer term trend line around 425 or so, providing resistance. Got more upside to 550. So if it does break that moving average, if they continue to pump it, I might be able to get it up to the 550 area. So again, if anyone knows of any other recent news, any other reason other than the pumps driving it back up, and the high short interest, again, does have a high short interest, but significant float size, and again, discrepancy with shares outstanding. So I don't know if they have a shelf offering out there, but again, something to watch out for on any major pop. Watch out for an offering. So protect your profits. Take your profits on spikes. So Alan, I hope that helps. Again, if it does come back down, and they haven't merged with Liberty Media yet, we might take another look at Siri, down around the 250 area, or other support levels in the future. So Alan Krentz says Roaring Kitty, RK, potentially buying in. So again, more potentially a meme stock, and again, a reason for the potential run up. But again, that may fade pretty quickly. So again, protect your profits. Be careful. But if you can, make money off that in the short-term trading, great. Okay. So if anyone else has any other stocks you want to look at, questions, comments, etc., please put those in the comments to our video, or again, contact us in our Discord. Also, you can contact us via any of the social media sites, and you can find links to all of our social media sites in the link section on our homepage. Again, beachbumtrading.com, bum without the U. We also love your feedback on what we can do to help improve our weekly trading game plans. Okay, so Gerald wants to look at FRSH. Let me see if I can quickly take a look at that. Freshwork Software Technology had a gap down, downwardly trending channel, gapped up back up over the moving average. Gap down was on they beat the EPS, beat on revenue, still gap down, so it must have been a guidance or a negative comment in their earnings. They're losing money. Not a super discrepancy between the float and outstanding. It is optionable, not high debt. Let's see what they do. Looks like quite a few insider sells. So again, that may be part of the reason for the decline. Software development company, software as a service. So again, somewhat of a negative sentiment right now on those kinds of enterprise type software as a service, cloud type software. fresh service, fresh sales. Been around since 2010. Losing money, but losses decreasing. EPS, again, negative, but losses decreasing. Losing money, and losses decreasing. Let's take a quick look at them in Chartmill as well. Let me zoom out the chart on their FinBiz. So again, real steep decline. Looks like that may have been a bottom, so may have been a previous bottom, so potential recovery, swing back up. So it's got upside into 24, so yeah, potential double. Let's look at them in Chartmill real quickly. So technical analysis pretty poor, setup somewhat positive, health is positive, so that's good. So we'll take a look at their Altman Z, see what their risk of bankruptcy is. Growth positive, valuation profitability pretty negative. To look at their fundamentals, so 5 out of 10, so not terrible. Health's good, growth's good, but valuation profitability not good. Altman Z 3.3, so not terrible, not in any danger of bankruptcy, so that's positive. Let's look at their technical analysis. 1 out of 10, so not a great technical analysis rating right now, but good setup. So it's Chartmill saying, right now the current setup's pretty good. Again, did see like a double bottom, a little bit of a pop-up. And again, the Altman Z wasn't bad. They are losing money, possible, longer-term recovery. So it's not bad. So again, for a shorter-term swing, somewhat risky. They are losing money, so possible potential of some offering, but not too bad. Not high short float, not real high debt, so not terrible. And again, their Altman Z was pretty good. So not at risk of bankruptcy. You could do the quarter's cash flow positive analysis to see how many quarters till they potentially need to raise more capital. But again, my only other concern is the theme of software as a service, etc., particularly for businesses. That may be something that they're cutting back on, focusing more on spends in AI and infrastructure, etc. So listen for their next earnings, July 30. So you might want to see if you get an entry point for their earnings. You may not want to get in before their earnings. So again, if anyone else has opinions on FRSC, Freshworks, please put them in the comments to our video in our Discord. We can continue these discussions in our Discord. And Gerald says Google owns a lot of press shares. So we again hope you like this content. We hope you'll please help us by smashing the like button. If you're not already subscribed, we hope you will choose to subscribe. We also need your help to share our content. Please repost our content, share our content with all of your fellow traders and friends. Let us know what we can do to improve any of our weekly trading game plans, videos, tools, resources, community, etc., to help you make money trading, help you succeed in your trading career, help add more value for all of our fellow BeachBum traders. And again, we'd love to see you actively participate in our Discord. We can continue these discussions 24/7 in our Discord. And our Discord is free to join. And you have access to many channels regarding various trading styles, different asset classes, etc. And again, with the exclusion of the few channels I mentioned, all of our channels in our Discord are free to join, so we'd love to see you there too. And otherwise, we hope we'll see you back next week for our next weekly trading game plan. And good luck and have a great trading week.